Well, good morning. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it this morning. We had a great day yesterday. Oh, it was a fantastic. Those black candles on my chart. Those black candles were beautiful to watch yesterday. So awesome. I hope you guys made some profit yesterday as you were if you were short in this market, because we've been calling for this for a long time, preparing for the different scenarios. Hey, we got no fake out to the upside, man. We didn't get any kind of fake out to the upside. So let's take a peek at what's going on and see if we can figure out what's going to happen next. So if you're just joining me for the first time, welcome. We've been looking at this market and calling that move yesterday for quite a while. And when people were saying bullish, the Elliott wave count was saying bearish. And so we trust the Elliott waves. That's how I interpret the market, from an Elliott wave perspective. All right, let's jump in today. Don't forget, this isn't financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is intended to be educational, and I'm showing you how I spend my money and not how to spend yours. All right. I just want to also remind you that if you haven't hit subscribe, please go ahead and hit subscribe. That really helps the channel. The greater the subscriber base, it really just benefits me as far as the creator of the content. It keeps me motivated as well to keep pumping out this information, especially if it's helpful for you. And don't leave a quick comment. You can leave a random comment or a real comment, appreciation or questions, anything you got. Leave comments there. That also helps. Sometimes I'm watching a video that I like and I forget to comment, or I'm on my phone and I'm not thinking about it. If you'll just take a minute and just throw any kind of comment down, that would really help the channel as well. And also the like button helps a lot as well. Well, I've already updated and chatted with the Telegram group this morning, so I've got them taken care of. Let's take care of you guys today. All right, what we have here in Bitcoin is just a major dump. We're finishing up our Y wave. We are going to look at Ethereum next, and as well as Litecoin. So hang around for those after this analysis. So let's just take a peek at Bitcoin and see what's going on. Now we understand the WXY, at least if, let me just rehash that really quickly with anybody that's new to the channel. What we've got here is a WXY correction. It's been one of our major our major calls for a long time now. We're looking at right now, my target for the one-to-one extension of this. Get out of my screen. There we go. The one-to-one extension of this wave is looking like. Let's see if we can get it. 73. Well, it's about $7,500 roughly, $7,450, $7,500. And I'm not sure that that's going to be the bottom, guys. I'm really not. The way this wave is looking, pretty deep. Looking pretty deep. I want to tell you where I think we're headed with that guy. It is looking down, guys. The trajectory is still down. It may go even deeper than $7,500. We do have this channel right down here. This is probably a good spot to come and end on. It's not gonna end here immediately. Expecting a bounce soon. It won't be much of a bounce, but expecting a bounce. And that might be a good time to enter another short. We enter shorts on bounces to the upside. We don't enter shorts in the middle of a black candle. Really not wise. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So anyway, yep. So the question is, what is this wave right here, and this wave and this wave? Is it a WXY or is it an ABC? And it matters. It matters what it is, because if this is if this is a WX and a Y, then that means we got to have three waves here. Okay, we got to have three waves, and if this is an A, B, and a C, we need to have five waves here. So it really matters. I'm not sure. We got a really difficult wave right now. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what this wave is. I see a triangle right here. It looks very triangular. So that would tell me this is an A, a B, and a C, or some kind of W, X, Y, X, Z. So this is like a W wave, an X wave, and then we're getting a Y wave, and that would imply three waves. Okay. Those three waves, could be 1, 2, 3 like that, or which is A, B, and now we're getting C. We need five waves to the downside, and that's what I'm leaning into. I think this is an A, a B wave, and now we're getting basically five waves to the downside. It looks like we need to head down to that $7,500 target. That's the way I'm counting this right now. So I am counting this as a W, X, and a Y, and this is our final three waves here. That's my bias right now. So I would count this as an A wave. We got a B wave right here, and then we're getting our C wave. Okay, so we need to find five waves in this C wave. Let's zoom in on that guy, do a little analysis on that, and see if we're anywhere close to finishing up that C wave. 15-minute is too small of a time frame. Let's try the 45-minute. There we go. Nice. So let's see the C wave and see what we've got going on. We got a one wave right here. Now, what we're dealing with is I think we're finishing up the third wave right now. So I think we've got one, a two, a one, a two, a three, to quote the owl, the wise owl from Tootsie Roll commercials of the 80s, if you remember those days. Random comment that. Random comment that you remember the owl from the Tootsie Roll days in the comment section. Let me know you made it this far in the video. So yeah, we've got one, a two right there, and then we've got basically a one, two, three, four, and then we're getting the fifth wave. It looks like we need one more push to the downside. It's gonna hit that $8,000 mark most likely, and then we're gonna head up here for a three-wave correction, and then we're gonna come down and finish. So let me show you what I'm looking at here. Best I have. One, two, three. Gonna get a bounce to four. Gonna get five, and that might finish our correction out, guys, at $7,500. So if this count is right, $7,500 is looking very good for a bottom in that ballpark at least. It's a range. It's not a shot just a call. So if it's like $7,300 or something like that, don't be like whatever, you know. So we got one, two, three, four, getting our fifth wave. Looks like we got another push to the downside to go. Let's zoom in on that guy and see if this is finished or looking close to finished. You can see how we're getting a flat correction here. We got a one, a two, three. This is kind of a flat unless it comes up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to come up a lot more. Looks like the highest we're going to get is going to be about $8,500 there. We might have already gotten it. So this might be one, two, three. This is four. Now we're getting one, two, three, four, five. We're going to get five waves here to the downside. Okay, but the good news is I think we're going to get a bounce here pretty soon. I think we're going to get a bounce here on this four wave, probably up to the $9,200 range. It's probably where we're looking. Um, Probably up to structure, maybe even the 9,000. But I'm thinking up here is a pretty good wave. Let's go ahead and measure and see what would be an appropriate um, bounce for us if we get this, if my count is correct. And everything is contingent upon my count being correct. Looks like it would be more around $8,800 to $9,000 from down here. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm looking at for the short term, but I'm still looking at that $7,500 target. Let's take a peek at Ethereum, and then we're going to look at Litecoin last. Okay. Now, Ethereum's quite challenging. I was counting this before as a WXY correction. And let's see what it is here. So I was actually it was a WXYXZ. Sorry. So that's the way I was counting it, and it looks like it's been invalidated. This looks like a WXY XZ, but then we got this higher high. This was looking very impulsive. I was very encouraged for a reversal. The market makers were very nice to make that look impulsive. This is a failed wave, and then it just tanked and made a lower low. So what are we looking at? Well, I think we're looking at a third wave of a three-wave structure. Let me show you what I'm thinking. Now, instead of this being a WXYXZ, I'm thinking more likely it's just a big WXY. Let me show you. It's a possibility it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well, but I don't want to dig into that quite yet. I'm not convinced of that, but it certainly is a possibility. But this, when I measure this first wave right here, we don't this wave kind of comes down to the 1618. So is this the way to count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to get a big correction. I don't know that that's the case. It looks more like this right now. until I have some better information. This wave comes to the 1276. This is three waves here. This looks like more like it's a W wave right there. There's our X wave, and now we're getting our Y wave, which is three waves. Okay, so the Y wave needs to be a three wave structure. A, B, C. Looks like a flat correction, basically, is what it is. Um, I think it comes up high enough to be a flat. So, but or just some kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we get either a 1, 2, 3, or we're going to get five waves to the downside. I'm thinking it's coming lower than that. Let's look at the one-to-one extension and see what we get. Guys, the one-to-one extension is not good. Not good at all. If this is a WX and a Y, the one-to-one extension down here, coming down to $62.70, if that's correct. Now, if this is a five-wave structure, where would it come to? Well, that means that would put this here. This would go here. Um, Likelihood of about $100. If it's a five-wave structure, anywhere from 123 to $100, it is looking very, very bearish for Ethereum. Guys, let me just tell you this: everything is looking very bearish. I mean, obviously, but I'm just there's more downside to come. That's what I'm telling you. There's more downside to come. So watch Ethereum there. It's looking for short positions right now, looking to finish up that wave. Let me look at the micro on Ethereum. See if I can count any waves there. See if I can give you a sense for when this wave is going to be finished. Um, Very very extended wave. That's just crazy, guys. That is just a crazy crazy wave. One, two. It looks like it's about finished. It's like Bitcoin. It needs to come down and finish up this last wave, I believe. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. It's so hard to interpret these sometimes. It looks like it wants to come up here to corrective wave. If this does this, it could do this right here. Giving you the micro trajectories are really difficult right now, especially when the market isn't tipping its hat in any way. Could do that. Could do this. Finish out, and then it's going to bounce. Those are a couple different plays. I can't tell you guys. I really can't. Sometimes we just got to let the market play, and do its thing. It's really a no trade zone right here. If you're already in a position, manage your trade, right? But if you're already short in this position, manage your trade. If you're long, manage your trade. But I wouldn't be looking to enter a trade right now in Ethereum. All right, let's look at Litecoin as well. Now, Litecoin is showing a little bit signs of reversal too, like an ending diagonal potentially. So that's what Litecoin's looking like. It looks like kind of an ending diagonal, looking for one more wave to the downside. So I think everything's showing one more wave to the downside. 3, 4, 5. So that looks pretty good for an ending diagonal. Then we're going to expect some kind of a bounce. I think that bounce is going to be short-lived. It should be about $62 roughly is where I'm looking for that bounce to come. And then we're going to be coming short again, most likely. Where would that take us? Let me see if I can give you some targets. 51, 5105 is good. We might go as low as 5105 here. This this 3618 target. That may be a target for Litecoin for the bottom. I'm not sure. Not for the bottom, but the bottom of this wave. Then we go up, and then we could come back down for one more wave to create a fifth wave. What would that target look like? Let's look at that one. So if we come down to that level there, and then we come up here to about $62. This is all just guessing, guys, but these will be pretty educated guesses. I can't get it right on the tick. Yeah, somewhere like that. Looking for the six. Oh, man, look at that. That's perfect. About $44 could be a bottom in that ballpark. Once we get this wave finished, this fourth wave finished, I can give you a better projection for that. But anywhere from 47 to $44. So I'd be watching that. Okay. All right, there's Litecoin for you, but everything's looking like we're going to get a bounce soon, but we're going to get another push to the downside first. So that's the recap. The recap is we're looking like everything is going to go push one more push down to the downside. Everybody's going to freak out, and then once that happens, we are going to get our fourth wave bounce. Okay, and that'll happen over the next day or two. That fourth wave will take a while to play out, and then let's see, probably by Friday we'll get our final. I'm guessing here about timeline, but we'll get our final push to the downside. Have a fun weekend, and then we'll be looking for a larger correction to the upside. So we got trades playing. I'll keep you updated every day. But there's your daily wave forecast for today. If you made it this far in the video, you watched the whole thing. Let me know in the comments. Let me know you made it, and really, really appreciate the support of the channel. It was a good day yesterday, and I got a lot of positive feedback. So yeah, thanks so much. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.